Day host. You hear him every weekday in the middle of the day, and we're also live on the Facebook page, by the way. Chris Walker, how are you doing today, Chris?
Oh man, so excited. Today went so well. I've been up since 5 a.m. fretting that this was going to be a rocky road, but it went so smoothly.
Yes, it did. If you don't know what we're talking about, we've been talking about how some changes were coming to Moose FM starting this morning at 9 o'clock. They are here now. Chris, tell us about some of these changes we made, because clearly I'm still here, so you didn't change me.
Nobody got fired. That's the second
good.
Piece of good news.
Yay, applause button for that one.
So let's start with what the relaunch is and why we're doing it. A relaunch is basically the turning of a page. Yeah. It's a new chapter in a radio station's history, and it can mean some minor changes for some stations. It can mean a whole new staff, a whole new format. Not for us. We're keeping the same energetic country that you love. We're keeping all the same hosts that you've grown to know and love, and me. And we're essentially just changing how we choose what music to play on the station, and we're also adding some new shows and some new voices.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And essentially, when it comes to the music, I think you were describing it to me as we're going to hear the music we love more often.
Yeah, and that's very much it. We've been taking a look over the last few months very closely, everything under the microscope, and I realize that I think there's more opportunity for us to play some of the biggest favorites, so be it your Shania Twain, Rascal Flatts. I think we've got coming up later this hour. Way more Garth Brooks, and way more of exactly that, the country music that you know, that you grew up with, and that you love. It's going to be way more of that.
Absolutely. Now, one of the other big changes that affects me is we're going to start at 5:30 on the morning show now, which is a very cool idea, and we're going to start sort of talking to people who start really early, getting in their trucks.
Yeah, so I want to apologize first, because saying hey, I want you to start half an hour earlier when you're up at the crack of 6 a.m. That's a lot. But the other thing, like I said, everything under the microscope. So we were talking about how many oil workers, how many people were up and moving, and not just by 5:30, but like, I was chatting with someone through Litamoose, and they said, our logging trucks, they're making their first trip back to town at 5:30 in the morning. And we said, there's a real good opportunity here to make sure that they know what's happening here in Fort St. John as well. So the 5:30 start is for the really early morning crew, and we're really happy to be able to bring that to the North Piece as well.
Yeah, and we're going to be the earliest morning show of the piece, I should say, just as a little added. So we'll start with the news. We'll have some fun in that first half hour, and then we'll kind of move on with our day. We got some new shows joining the roster as well. Can we talk about a few of them?
Absolutely, I would love to. So every night up to, I guess, Friday, you could tune in at 6 p.m. and hear the Outlaw Country Show. It's not that we didn't like that show at all. We just wanted to bring a more diverse audience into that hour again for the people that are working later. So we're actually going to have the Grand Ole Opry Show. Starting at 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Cool. And that's gonna shine a light on everyone who's been inducted into the Grand Ole Opry. I think most recently it was McBride.
Ashley McBride.
Ashley McBride. Thank you. Almost said Martina. I knew that wasn't right. She's been in there for a while. So Ashley McBride, Luke Combs, Keith Urban, Brad Paisley, going all the way back to Dolly Parton, Loretta Lynn, and Willie, some classics. Willie as well, of course. So it gives us a much more diverse listening audience, I guess, and a much more diverse playing audience. So that's every day, Monday through Friday, starting at 6 p.m. The other big show that I'm really excited about is energeticcity.ca presents. We have some amazing podcasts through our Energetic City friends, Before the Peace, Voices of the Peace, Secrets of the North, and a lot of these conversations I think can help with reconciliation. It starts the conversation, and they're real, they're genuine, they're honest to goodness conversations with locals. So what we've done is we've taken these podcasts, and besides for adding a quick boop here or there for the occasional adult word, we have left those intact, untouched. Those conversations are raw and real, and they're going to be playing on a bit of a rotation starting Sundays at 5 p.m. as well. Those are the two biggest show changes for now.
Yes.
We will have more coming up this year.
Yeah, we should say lots more surprises coming up as the year comes and rolls around. So, Chris, can't wait to hear more of what we're going to do. Thanks for taking a minute to chat with us today.
Dub, thanks for all of your help, and thanks to the rest of the Moose crew for this as well. It wasn't easy. It's been 2 solid months of me pulling my hair out. This is a toupee, so that's how far we've gotten. But thank you for all your help, and thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah, and thanks for listening for the past 20 years and for this year and the next 20 years as well.